Pretty cool thing about nature, human nature, is that one of the major aspects of it is that we have freedom. That's something commies want to take away. But freedom is not understood in its right sense of just being able to do whatever the hell you want. Freedom is being free. Unlike animals or like plants or anything like that, human beings, something we share with angels, are free to choose the good. That's why we have been given that by God. It's part of our human nature. So how do things go so wrong in society if we're engineered for the good? Well, because our intellects get screwed up by our emotions. That's why. Your emotions are like, oh, I want this, oh, I want that, da, 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 da. It's a fallen world, and that means bad things happen, and those bad things that happen have a knock-on effect on people, on circumstances, and things get all complicated, messy, and ugly, and everything else. We see all that play out in politics. We see it play out in personal lives. We see it play, there is no area of human life that is not somehow connected to every other area of human life. It's like the human body, the foot bone's connected to the ankle bone, blah, blah, blah. So as we look at everything going on in culture right now, and the culture at large, of which politics is just a portion, what's happened? What's caused all of this? Well, our human nature, one of the things besides freedom, is wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted, wanting to be embraced, wanting to be understood, wanting to matter. All of this is important to us. However, when the circumstances of the fallen world get in the way of those, and they make us think about that stuff in a different way, like, oh, this will make me happy, like the alcoholic, for example, who wants to drink, thinks it'll make him happy, or rather feels like it'll make him happy. All of these kinds of things, they start to crush in. They hurt human beings, ultimately. Circumstances, they damage us all, so that we now begin to pursue, with our freedom, wrong choices that at the time seem like the right choice. Every single human being in the history of humanity who's been old enough to realize it has said to himself or herself 48 trillion times, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? Because we all know that everything we're subject to making bad choices, even though the reason for the choices we think is for our good. The choosing can be something bad for us. And that's kind of what's going on right now with all of the stuff that we see in the culture. I'm not getting into all the politics of it and this and that and this policy decision and ICE and Minneapolis and Somalis, and forget it. Why does all that stuff happen? Why is there such conflict in all of this? Because people see things wrong, and they see things wrong because they have on these emotional glasses that don't jive with reality. And that's true in some cases on both sides of the fence. But anyway, just sharing some thoughts, curious what you think about that. We make bad decisions, although we're trying to make a decision, or we make the bad decision thinking at the time it's the right decision. Because the way we're created, our humanity, God made our humanity, made our human nature to be able to choose nothing else other than the good. What we think is good for ourselves is what we're always choosing. And that's why things can get so jacked up so fast. Anyway, your thoughts on all of this. Gary Michael Bors coming to you from Houston, Texas. God love you.